All right, so the first 6 seasons upon us. So we've brought to you some very, very interesting football games and also interesting calls right here on Tregong TV. It's against all odds. I am Okun and I have Deji with me. Well, Deji, this week we have some really, really cool calls. Yeah. Some very interesting
calls. Hopefully we'll do better than last week because last week was a bit of...
Yeah. And of course, we're chilling at the Crave at the Hamilton 6 Dele Adedeji Street in Lekki Phase 1, one of the coolest places around to watch a football game.
Yeah, shout out to all the amazing people here at Cone. They make this place like home for us every time we come here to watch our football games and have fun with friends. So much to enjoy, really.
Well, ManCity lost last time out in the Premier League, but this weekend we're going for a win or draw for ManCity against Everton.
I don't know, maybe we're a bit scared, but we think Manchester City cannot lose to Everton. They've not lost to Everton in the last 6 meetings, dating back to 2013. And we're looking at an Everton side who are on a 3-game winless run. They've been playing well, but just struggling to win. It beats Everton. So I think Manchester City should avoid defeat. They've won their last 6 home games in the Premier League. They look pretty good to bounce back from that loss against Chelsea.
All right, so Deji, in Italy, Inter Milan up against Udinese. We're thinking that Inter Milan are picking up all 3 points.
They should, because they're coming up with disappointments of the Champions League. They're playing against the best possible side to play at the moment. Udinese haven't won 9 of the last 10 games. That's really wretched for Okun. And we're looking at an Inter side who've won the last
relegation
5.
Form.
Yeah, relegation form, really. They've won the last 5 Inter Milan at home. So a side pretty strong at home against a side struggling both home and away in Udinese. I think Inter should be able to get the win.
Well, we have Levante hosting Barcelona, Deji, and we're not going for either of these sides to win. We're thinking we should have a few goals in this one.
Okay, we're expecting goals in that game. We're expecting at least 3 goals between Levante and Barcelona. 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two sides, we've seen at least 3 goals. The last meeting, of course, that 9-goal thriller at the end of last season. 5-4, Levante won that one. Levante have been shipping in goals. Well, they've been involved in high-scoring games lately. 8 of the last 9 at home, we've seen at least 3 goals as well. And then, of course, they were involved in that 8-goal thriller, 4-4 draw with Eibar last weekend. So I think, we should see goals. Levante, 3rd worst defense in the league. Barcelona, best attack, if you like, in the league. So I think at least 3 goals, not too much to ask.
Well, Borussia Dortmund have been the most splendid side in Germany so far this season, DG. Still having an unbeaten run. I thinking most certainly this weekend, all 3 points against Werder Bremen.
They should win because they have a pretty good record against Werder Bremen. When they host them, the Signal Iduna Park. 5 of the last 6 matches, Dortmund have ended up as winners. And then Dortmund are on this pretty good run as well. 9 wins in the last 10 games in Bundesliga. They got the Champions League win, midweek, topping their group. And it's been all rosy for them, still unbeaten in the Bundesliga. So you can't look past Dortmund really getting the win against Werder Bremen. I think, calling the win seems an easy call.
And guys, let's go over to France. There is Lyon against Monaco over 1.5.
Yeah, that's because the last 6 meetings between these two sides has seen at least 3 goals. Now we're looking for just 2 goals. It's over 1.5 for us, but then we're looking at 2 sides that have scored at least 3 goals in the last 6 meetings. So I think Monaco starting to just stable the ship a bit, but then they're still averaging about 2 goals in their games. I think it's not too much to ask, the 2 goals.
Heracles against PSV. Lost 2 weekends ago against Feyenoord, but back to winning ways last weekend. We're expecting that this weekend again, all 3 points.
They've won 14 of the last 15 in the Eredivisie. They lost that game against Feyenoord, of course, but then you still fancy PSV, to get the victory. I think, besides Ajax and Feyenoord, of course, who defeated PSV just pretty too strong for a team like Heracles.
All right, so we have 3 goal scorers as usual this weekend, BG. There is Harry Kane in England, Cristiano Ronaldo in Italy, and Kylian Mbappe in France.
Yeah, all 3 players playing very well, just by the way, besides the goals. Harry Kane has scored 7 in his last 10 in all competitions. Seems like a pretty good record for us.
6 goals in 6 games. Cristiano Ronaldo, one of our goal scorers.
Didn't get a goal last weekend against Inter Milan, but then you always trust Cristiano Ronaldo to get the goals, and we think he'll be back. He's up against Torino in the derby this time around. There's Kylian Mbappe up against Dijon. He's scored 2 in his last 3 matches now after not scoring in his previous 4 games. So it looks like he's back in scoring form. Was excellent for PSG against Red Star Belgrade in the Champions League. So 3 goal scorers for us.
All right, so those are our calls for this weekend, guys. But then invite your friends to subscribe to our channel and also always watch this video, guys. So we are from Tregong TV. Enjoy your weekend.